Have you ever heard the whispers from the heart of the deep woods? The stories that grandmothers tell to frighten naughty children, but that hold a kernel of truth darker than any fairy tale? Today we venture into the shadows of the Thornwood to uncover the legend of its lost children. The Thornwood isn't just any forest, it's a place of ancient, twisted trees with bark like wrinkled skin and thorns as long as sewing needles. Locals say the forest is alive, that it breathes, and that it remembers, and what it remembers most are the children. They aren't born of men, you see, they are born of the wood itself. Legend calls them the Briarkin. They say on the night of the first frost, when the moon is a sliver of bone in the sky, new life stirs within the oldest trees. Saplings, no bigger than a child's hand, sprout with uncanny speed. By dawn, they have taken a humanoid form, with skin like smooth birch, hair of woven moss, and eyes that glow with a faint green light. These are the children of the Thornwood. They are said to be shy, elusive creatures, guardians of the forest's deepest secrets. They speak the language of rustling leaves and creaking branches. They can calm a panicked deer with a touch or coax the rarest flowers to bloom out of season. For centuries, they lived in harmony with the small villages bordering the woods. Villagers would leave offerings of sweet milk and honey at the forest's edge, and in return, the Briarkin would ensure a bountiful hunt and a mild winter. It was a delicate balance, a pact of respect between two worlds. But this peace was not to last. As towns grew into cities, the memory of the old ways faded. The forest was no longer seen as a sacred neighbor, but as a resource to be plundered. Loggers came with their iron axes, their saws screaming a song of destruction. They saw only timber, not the ancient homes of the Briarkin. The forest cried out in pain. The Briarkin, for the first time, knew fear and anger, their gentle nature twisted into something protective, something fierce. Thorns grew sharper, paths became tangled and confusing, and a strange, disorienting mist would roll in without warning, swallowing anyone who ventured too deep. The loggers who went in didn't always come out. Those who did came back with wild eyes, babbling about small figures moving in the shadows and whispers that seemed to come from the trees themselves. The last recorded sighting of a Briarkin was over a century ago by a young girl who had wandered into the woods chasing a butterfly. She said she saw a small boy with leafy hair weeping beside a felled oak tree. When he saw her, he simply faded into the tree line like smoke. Since then, nothing. The Thornwood has become a place of warnings and ghost stories. The offerings have stopped, the pact is broken, but some believe the children are still there, hiding, waiting. They say if you walk the Thornwood on a quiet evening and listen, really listen, you can still hear them, not with your ears, but with your heart. You might hear the faint echo of a child's laughter on the wind, or feel a sudden, unexplainable sadness near a stump that was once a mighty tree. Are the children of the Thornwood gone forever, or are they simply waiting for us to remember how to respect the wild places of the world? Perhaps the next time you walk in a forest, you'll listen a little closer. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the Thornwood. If you love diving into folklore and forgotten legends, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.